Hello guys, welcome in the next video of the Databricks series. In this video, let's go through how to use PySpark Union example in Databricks. We are taking as simple as, so we don't have any issue in understanding. Let's click on PySpark Union Notebook, where we need to understand how PySpark Union works in SQL and in Python. As you can see, our Python interpreter is selected and our cluster is also up and running. As you can see, we are trying to create our first sales data table using sample superstore CSV file. We are making header is equals to true and infer schema is equal to true. Let's execute this cell. Now you can see the output is okay. That means the table is created. In the next cell, we are trying to create our second table sales data 2 using sample superstore CSV file. We are making header is equals to true and infer schema is equal to true. Let's execute this cell. Now you can see the output is okay. That means the table 2 is created. Question is why we are creating two different DF objects. Because we will be working on union and union all kind of queries which will need multiple tables and data frame objects. So we are creating multiple data frame objects. Let's go in the next cell. We are trying to create a data frame DF object. Using sample superstore CSV file, we can execute this cell and you can see we are displaying DF object and it's giving all rows and columns out of data frame object. In the next cell, we are trying to create a data frame DF2 object using sample superstore CSV file. We can execute this cell and you can see we are displaying DF2 object. And it's giving all rows and columns out of data frame object. Let's go in the next cell. We have sales data table and we are trying to select customer name out of sales table, but we are using limit 5. Limit is to use to limit the number of record and we only need 5 record. Let's execute this cell. As you can see, we have 5 records available as customer name. Let's go in the next cell. In the similar way, we want to find out the first 5 customer name with the Python code, so we are using select with one parameter, customer name, and we have a limit method which we can pass 5 as in parameter. So it will give us first 5 records out of our data frame API. So as you can see, we have similar results available as we have in SQL. Let's go in the next cell. I just want to show you how we can limit customer name apart from 5 to 10. So we can pass limit 10 and it will give us first 10 records of customer name. Simple query. As you can see in the results that we have 10 records available out of sales data. Let's go in the next cell. We are trying to use union keyword, and as you all know, for union we need different select statements. So we are using select order ID column, customer name from data table and different query. We have selected order ID and customer name columns with sales to table. So this is our second table. Here you can see order ID and customer name are same in all in both the SQL queries. So now what you can see is order ID and customer name will be selected from 2 different queries and the results will be joined as one, and it will give us all the records out of these 2 tables. Here I also want to specify union is only giving us the distinct record as per order ID and customer name. So duplicate records we will not see in the results set. This is one of the example how union works. Take 2 or multiple SQL queries, have different column. Names of the column name should be similar in both the SQL queries. Let's go in the next cell in the Python code. We also want to retrieve the similar kind of results where we have 2 different SQL queries and find out order ID and customer name with union and distinct. So we have result and results to data frame. We can also use union method and then distinct, which will give us the result back. And we are saving that into DF union data frame. As you can see, we have similar result available in the set as we have in SQL. This is one of the way to write our Python code for data frame. Let's go in the next cell where we want to apply union all. Union and union all are two different cases here in this cell. I just want to focus on union all, which will combine the results from two different SQL queries, but it will also allow to have duplicate records in the results set. So if you want to have duplicate records, then you can also use union all, very simple method. So as you can see in the results that we have order ID and customer name have duplicate records available. Let's go in the next cell here. We also want to apply union all functionality where we have two different data frame available, DF and DF2, and I want to select order ID and customer name out of both the data frames. Now you can see result and result2 data frames. We are making as a union and we are not using distinct method over here. That means it will just join two different data frames and it will give us all the results back, which will also include duplicate value in the results. That you can also see the customer name has duplicate results. Let's go in the next cell where we want to apply the intersect example out of two different queries. An intersect is basically used to combine the common results from multiple queries. So it will only give the results which are available in both SQL queries, only the common results from both the queries. Let's execute this. Let's go in the next cell. Here you can see we are using the similar kind of Python code where we want to apply intersect method on two different sets of order ID and customer name data frame. It will give us DFR's intersect data frame, which we can display, and it will give us the similar result as it was giving in SQL. That's all we have for this video. I hope you learned something about Databricks. See you in the next video.